see. Audio check. Audio seems to be fine. Reaction video coming soon as I can react to it. Level 121. That makes sense. I'm about to beat the game. Well, not about to, but I'm about to go to the Institute, I believe. I finally got that to work where I can actually build it. It is kind of glitched out.
Ball and chain. That's the sound effect. But so many people have come to know the Special K breakfast.
Try to fix my setup again. I think I'm good. Although it feels kind of off, but it's okay. Alright. Power's good, as you can see. Green light.
Everything looks good on my end. You ready to see if this thing actually works?
Let's do this.
You sure? Okay. Your part is simple. Just step onto the platform. I'll start scanning for an Institute signal to lock onto. Then, I fire her up and we see what happens.
Okay.
Just get on the platform. I'll do the rest. Okay. Hold real still. I don't want any corruption of the molecular beam. Oh yeah, by the way, I figured this was a golden opportunity to find out as much as we can about the Institute and what they're up to. Yeah, this holotape's all set with a program that will scan their network and download anything it finds. Uh-oh. Yeah, we better hurry. And don't worry about that tubing wiggling around. It's, just there for decoration. Okay. Scanning for the Institute signal. Tracking RF. And... got it. Hold on to your butt.
Got a network scanner. I'm guessing that's what's supposed to put. I'm guessing that's what it's called to put inside. Yeah.
Hello. I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful. I'm known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression. Welcome to the Institute.
Oh, those lights are bright.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people.
Is that a
the
zombie?
work we do. For over 100 years, we've dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future.
Why's a literal zombie?
It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground.
Alright,
There's
so
too
this...
much at stake here to risk it all.
Okay, so right here is where it always would crash for me and would not work on PlayStation, so...
As you've seen, things above are unstable. I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
I'm taking it slow because I don't exactly know what I did to make it not work. It would not work no matter what I did.
No use.
That's him, right? What'd I do?
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
Sean? Is that really you?
Who are you?
Goodness, these lights.
Sean, it's me. I'm your dad.
These bad people, they stole you from me.
Father, what's going on? What's happening?
Shh. It'll be okay, Sean. Mommy's here now.
Yes.
What's going on?
It's me.
Father?
Your dad.
Father!
I'm here, Sean. Sean, open the door.
Sean, honey? What do you want me to do?
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Sean, please, calm down. I'll get you out of there.
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind.
Why is it so white? I can't see.
recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew.
Jesus, my eyes. Everything's glowing white in this
To
room.
the Institute.
This is insane.
Wrong button.
All of it.
The degree of trauma you're experiencing right now is understandable.
Oh my god,
Please.
look, I can't see.
Just try to relax. I know this is all difficult to take in.
Just help me
I
understand
can't
what's
even,
going
I
on
could
here.
barely see the
I
plan.
promised answers.
Why
And
is it so
answers
bright?
You shall have. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. Mother, father, it's good to finally meet you after all this time.
Wait, they even, so wait, this mod adds in the female, I guess, I don't know if these are the actual voices. That just, it sounds close, don't it? They even added in, like, for him to say that now, too, to, like, greet both of them. That's
It's
awesome.
me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Sean? Oh my god. It's really you.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the son you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Sean. I've been looking for you for so long.
I'm sorry, Mother. I know
They
it was
did.
likely
That's so
difficult for
cool.
you. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. To be a family.
It wasn't right, what they did. Taking you from me like that.
To you, that would certainly seem true. But to the Institute, it made all the sense in the world. At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synth production. But it was never enough. Scientific curiosity and the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA. Plenty of that was available, of course. But it had all become corrupted. In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed. Another source was necessary. But then the Institute found me. After discovering...
I wonder how they got him out without getting any radiation to him. You know, like put him inside of a quarantine canister or something.
records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
Sean. It's really you.
It really is. I know you must have questions. Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
But, director? Why you?
I was the most qualified for the position. Obviously. I've lived my life within these walls, dedicated to science like every other member of the Institute. My hard work has paid off. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up.
I know.
Okay, so they didn't add something
I
to
am
that one,
sorry.
but it's okay.
I've gone over the records of the incident, of course.
It's kind of like
It's an
50-50,
unfortunate
but it's
bit
pretty
of
cool.
collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Sean.
What do you mean lie? She was murdered. How's that a lie?
Are you following?
It was betrayal. She lied. Collateral damage. She was murdered. But that's not a lie. She was shot. Or is it a lie because she's right here right now for the mud? But oh my brain. Oh, quick save, and just
Collateral damage? She was murdered.
Killed? Yes. Murdered? I'm not so sure about that.
what? It's the same
Still.
thing.
I do regret never having known.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the other one. That's confusing because like she was murdered, but at the same time, due to the mod I downloaded, sometimes the
I
mod
hope you're not
affects
too overwhelmed.
the dialogue. So I was like, maybe they added this in somehow too. It's a possibility since some mods have this. I'm just saying that one.
She loved you. So much.
I have no doubt. I'm afraid I have very little experience with those emotions, having lived my life within the Institute.
Sean, you need to know. I still love you.
For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret, and asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I think I've heard enough for now.
Very well. The Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
Hun, what do you think we should do?
I mean,
Maybe. I don't know. This is so much to take in.
I know. And I am sorry. You have been through so much in such a short time. The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
I'm gonna disagree, because, wait, dismissive?
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I just don't know.
Just give it time. Give the Institute a chance. The Institute is now your home as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in Facilities, Dr. Ao in SRB, Dr. Holdren in Bioscience. And finally, Dr. Lee in Advanced Systems.
Oh, my mouse.
They've all been notified of your arrival, of course. Meet them, and then we'll discuss what comes next.
Okay, edit 95% of this out. Okay, I think I fixed my mouse.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
Second choice? No, strange choice.
You made a child synth that looks like you. It's an abomination.
It's a synth.
Oh, I thought it was an
Not a
animatronic.
human being. A simulacrum. Try to be more open-minded. I'll make
What?
sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have
This-
an opportunity to interact with him
This
further.
room is way
But-
too bright.
I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me. What do you think? Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
This is all... It's just too much. I just don't know anymore.
I understand. You've been through quite a lot. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way
Those
the boy's
eyes,
presence can
though.
help,
I wonder what
I hope you'll keep an open mind.
kind of texture that is. I want to try to see if I can get my character to have them. Oh my god. This room is too white. I can't. Okay.
Sean,
Our advances will, in time, change the world.
Does that mean the zombies I've been seeing are now animatronics? Or like,
Honor to have you here, sir. Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that.
oh my god, that makes so much sense. That's giving me nausea. Not nauseous effects. Has this always been this clear? Why does it look so... Oh, it's because of the color coding for the model. It looks more realistic. Duh. Dude, this is reminding me of Resident Evil. I mean, yeah, I got the Resident Evil mods, but this just makes it feel more Resident Evil. Okay. Okay, I'm teaming up with the Brotherhood of Steel. I made that conclusion when the Minutemen.
It's a big place. It might take a while to learn where everything is.
Doc,
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all
Let me
right.
explain first. So, while I was playing offline, I got surrounded by at least 80 zombies, no joke. So I shot the flare in the air and nobody came. But, so then I decided to call in one of the evac helicopters, and that was what saved me. So, with that being said, I'm teaming up with the Brotherhood of Steel.
I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief.
And that's why I said it's kind of glitched out, because Sargis is teamed up with the Minutemen, and I didn't assign him to be beside the Brotherhood of Steel, so it's a little glitchy, but it's getting the job done.
Engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
Now that you've found him, I hope you're proud of the great man he grew up to be. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
I'm just looking around.
I see. Well, please do mind what you touch. Sensitive equipment here, not like topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
So, I must say 1 to 10% of the zombies aboard are actually animatronics now, thanks to the new lore decided by the mods.
We're all looking forward to working.
When are you going to tell me about this mysterious Phase 3?
You know I can't talk about that.
You're here. Glad you made it.
Dr. Watson can be a little obsessive when it comes to rules and policies.
Alright, who am I supposed to talk to? So it looks like some stage 3. A lot of stuff going on
Excuse
here.
me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
I get the impression you don't want me here.
What I want, in this case, is largely irrelevant. Father gave his orders. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
Thank you. I'm sure that'll come in handy.
Given that the relay is the only way to access the Institute, handy is something of an understatement. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the Child Synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
I see, so if all of these systems go down, they have no backup support. So therefore, all, if not most, of their data files would definitely be going away. And it seems like a lot of it is slowly deteriorating. I'm taking my own progress report, just in case I need to look around and give information to the Brotherhood. Quick save. I don't trust these things. What happened to the power? It's all of a sudden super dark.
So much research, so little time. I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
New food supplement. Dude, I do not trust these undead creatures at all.
Hi, Doc. Welcome. It is so good to meet you. I truly hope you'll come to think of the Institute as your home.
The only place I want to call home was destroyed a long time ago.
I'm truly sorry. This must all be terribly difficult for you. You should know that many of us consider it a great honor to have you here. So Dr. Ayo thinks he can hide in his office, doesn't he? Well, you can tell him that I intend to speak to Father about these unannounced security sweeps of yours. Ransacking my quarters in the middle of the night is totally unacceptable.
It's talking to the zombie.
I'm seriously heading over to robotics to knock some heads together. Dragging their feet on the targeting package upgrades I asked for. Maybe I should take some courses with you.
Okay, this room.
Interferometer? Please don't. There's enough friction as it is between us and pretty much all the other departments.
You're going soft on me a lot? My methods get results. And they will this time as well. You'll see.
Beautifully difficult
Doc.
adjustment
So,
for you, but try to remember
Here you
that
are.
synths aren't
Justin Ayo, Acting Director of the Synth Retention Bureau. I'll be upfront with you. We're going to be keeping a close eye on you for the near future. Despite your relation to Father, you're a bit of an unknown quantity. I'm sure you understand. There won't be any issues, will there?
Stay out of my way, or you'll regret it.
That sounds a bit like a threat. I'm sure I'm just misunderstanding you, though. Threats aren't advisable for someone in your position. Now, Father has asked that I provide you with a brief overview of the Synth Retention Bureau. Our primary responsibility is the recovery of escaped synths that are hiding among the human population on the surface.
If the synths want to be free, you should let them.
Synths do not want. They might look like human beings, but they're machines. As to why they're escaping? That matter is currently under investigation. Our main instrument is the Courser, a third-generation synth assigned to operate on the surface.
Coursers hunt down and reclaim synths that have escaped the Institute. They are highly self-sufficient, trained in combat, infiltration, and tracking. In a word, our Coursers are relentless. But I gather you know all this, since you've encountered one already. In fact, I'd very much like to know how you defeated it.
It was useless? Yeah, let's hit him by
I hate to
times.
break it to you, but your Courser wasn't all that tough.
Then it's likely the unit was defective. It's rare, but faults can occur from time to time. I suppose I'll have to ask robotics to perform detailed diagnostics on the entire production run. As if we don't have enough problems. Now, unless you need something else, I'll get back to work.
I'd like to know more about the synth reclamation process.
Fine.
What happened to my
Once a
haircut?
Courser has located a rogue synth, it uses that synth's recall code to wipe its memories and render it inert. We then begin the delicate process of restoring the neural pathways to their original configuration. In those cases where the procedure is successful, the synth returns to duty with no memory of its time on the surface. All too often, we're unable to repair the damage and are forced to dispose of the unit entirely.
Okay. I mean, did it change? From this perspective, it looks... Okay, no, it's the light. When the light's on it... Yeah, this room... I don't know why, but the lights are making this super weird looking.
At full capacity.
Hi.
Nothing to report, sir.
I was right.
Scanning. Subject identified.
The mods made some zombies be robots. Okay, this bright light is gonna drive me crazy.
Hi, Doc.
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
I'm interested.
I look forward to learning more about it.
In that case, let me give you a brief overview of what we do here. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of study such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
I won't say waste of time.
The gorillas are synths too?
They are indeed. Judging by your reaction, we've done a good job making them seem lifelike. The initiative is still in its early stages, but the prospects are very exciting. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is, but I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm not sure. Right now, I'm just trying to keep an open mind.
It's a big decision, I know, but it's also a rare and important opportunity. No need to rush to judgment. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
You mentioned medical care. I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth.
I mean,
I'll
I
promise you
believe
that.
that because he's a scientist working in an underground laboratory that has created robots and, I guess, newer types of foods. And if the modded stuff added in, making, you know, more and more. Probably also a part of the Umbrella Corporation. Because they're creating zombies. And due to the mods I've downloaded, some zombies spawn as liquors. Which also kind of verifies that too. Okay. Not to mention that this does look like something that the Umbrella Corporation would make. It's getting darker by the second, I swear. Why is it getting so dark in here? Okay. Is this... No. There was definitely something else I'm supposed to do. Do I need to? No. I don't. I still. Okay. Support the Brotherhood. Clear out. It was like optional, right? I don't see it anymore. There was a mission well, it was like optional to get the rogue scientist his shore to make him no longer be a superhuman, but I don't see that now. Okay. I mean, I guess I can fast travel in and out now, so let me fast travel away.
Virgil?
Well, I'm glad to see the relay didn't completely vaporize you.
The interceptor worked. It was rough, but it worked.
Amazing. And what about the serum? Did you find the serum?
I'm still looking for it.
It should be in my old lab, in the bioscience division. Please, hurry.
Yes, see? Okay. Quick save just in case there's something like right outside the cave. Every time I enter and exit the cave, I get that stuff up my face. That's interesting. Can't fast travel with enemies. What is that? Oh yeah, it's one of the it's one of the creatures from the mod. Okay. Alright, let's get out of here before it's too late. That's one of the Resident Evil creatures. I don't trust. I don't trust the zombies. Sneaky. Quick save. Yeah, I can't walk through them. Quick save. Okay. Let's do this. Alright, this is looks like more systems are also down. Let's listen to this auto tape.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the FEV program have repeatedly been denied. We've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, they'll probably call it. So, it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. There is a God. May he have mercy on us all. Sharing perhaps the same
This is Dr. Elliot reporting for the Bioscience Division. March 22, 24.
Dude, this sounds like some SCP stuff.
We just received another batch of subjects. But as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of Eddie have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. The most likely progress for our research on synthetic organics requires new avenues of exploration. Additional Commonwealth subjects will not help. It's the same problem across the board. Exposure to too much radiation. We need something, someone new. There's a proposal we're putting forward. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course. This is Dr. Elliot with the official report for the Directorate from Bioscience. The date is, August 2178. I'm pleased to report that, as has been the case during my tenure, crop yields exceed expectations. In point of fact, everything down here is fine, with one notable exception. Dr. Frederick has informed me that the Directorate has pre-approved research on samples of the FEV virus, which he already has in his possession. Now, I'm not one to question the Directorate, you all know that. I don't even want to know where this came from, but, well, this is troubling. Dangerous, possibly. I will do my best to make sure risks are minimized, but I really do hope that the consequences are understood.
Okay, just a bunch of files. Okay, quick save. So it seems like something definitely did happen here. A struggle of some kind. Either he tried to like destroy everything, or like, I don't know. He broke this. So maybe a superhuman woke up and got out and destroyed it. How did he get the virus in the first place, or did he break out? I can't tell. Why am I getting radiation? Oh my god! Okay. Go, go, go! I couldn't cut on my flashlight. I couldn't see a thing. Big save.
Serum.
Got it right here.
That's it. That's really it. All right. Let's see. Retrovirus has matured nicely. Density gradient is high. Recombinant counter-intron sequences look stable. Transcriptive exon strands have formed.
So
it's good.
There's only one way to find out.
am I just supposed to leave, or am I actually supposed to? Am I supposed to stay and see if it works? Like, is this gonna be like, oh no, you accidentally killed him, and you have some type of super weapon that I can have, or?
God.
And now,
The smell.
we wait.
Did it work? It didn't work?
How long will it take?
I don't know. Nothing like this has ever been tried before. I'm going to rest for a while. I'm back in a few days, maybe a week, and... well, I guess we'll see. In any event, you kept your end of our bargain. Thank you.
Oh god, I thought he died on spot.
Virgil.
I'm going to get some rest.
Because that's happened a few times now in this series. They're like, thank you for helping me. I hope I see you soon. And then seconds later, I'll get killed by a robotic, parcel or something. I have never seen a gun like this before. I'm taking it to sell it. Do I just get random strains of radiation out here now? Okay. I'm gonna teleport here, because I want it to be daytime. And if I teleport up there, it's gonna probably still be nighttime. Probably. Unless it's like, technically, if it's like 6 p.m., then it's probably gonna be even darker by the time I get there. Uh, did I get killed by the Brotherhood? Did I accidentally team up with the wrong people? No, that wouldn't make sense, right? Because then they would be shooting at me. See, I don't know. It's confusing. Because it says, report to the Brotherhood after your first time traveling to the Institute.